Hey everybody. I thought I would do another video in the AI series. I think I left off last time with the Qwen3 model, and we got theming working on the page, but it didn't work across pages yet. Like there wasn't persistence between the two. So I figure I would work with it to see if we can get past that, and if we can get that far with it, I think I can go back and review and see like what my thoughts are. I know that the Deep Coder one is still the one that I thought did best so far. And I remember having some struggles with this one, getting it to display on the page properly whenever I click the button at all. But we'll see if persistence comes through pretty quick. So I've got the box plugged in right now, so we'll be going at full speed to start with. And we'll see if it burns up the processor again, and if so, then we'll switch over. But yeah, okay, so here's the index page. Here's how it works right now. Let me just refresh it real quick. So whenever we first get to the page, it's in light mode. And if I go to the next page, it stays in light. Oh, that's right. I guess I didn't uh, put it across all the sheets yet. So let's see. What I need to do is grab this much of it and copy it into each of the other files across this part, I believe. That looks right. I'll just do this by hand real quick. Hope everybody's having a good weekend so far. It's not quite hot out yet, but it's getting close. It makes me think I'll probably be trying to spend more time inside finding ways to use the computer in lower and lower power states so that I'm not burning them out or causing any kind of, like, I guess, energy anomalies around me. Um, just like, I guess, sometimes whenever the power goes out for everybody because it's overloaded or something, like, I just want to be cognizant of what I'm doing between between the next couple of months, I guess, whenever energy use is higher. Because I don't have any solar panels or anything. Be nice if I did. All right, so I got all those copied across. Let's go back, see if that all works here. I open up the developer tools with the function F12. Move those over there a bit. Actually, I guess I'll just make those smaller. There we go. Then I'll right click, say empty cache and reload. All right, so if I toggle the theme there, toggles. If I leave it in dark, go to the next page, goes back to light, but I do get my toggle theme there. If I put it in dark, go back. They both stayed dark, but I think that might be because I left this one on dark to start with. If I put that one on that and go forward. Yeah, so each page kind of has its own independent state right now, I think. If I go here, let me put this back in a dark mode, go to this one, that one's still light. If I go back, yeah, so we got some persistence to try to get through here. So yeah, let's go ask. We're going to go straight to continue. We found out previously that Rue tries to put together too much context to work with. Although well, next time around, I'll try narrowing the context window for it and see how that works out. So let's see. We're on the Qwen3 32B already, and we've got the index page. What all files do we want it to talk about? Let me close out a lot of these so it doesn't have everything to look at once. And I think we were saying, which one was the shortest? That one's not super short. That one's way longer. I'm looking over here, just trying to eyeball the length of the file while looking down them. That one looks pretty short. So I'll open this one. I'll open the index, and I'll open the style and the theme toggle. Okay, so now I can ask it a question. So what I want to ask is, can you please help me implement persistence for the theme toggling feature on, and I'll give it the files, the index page, and I'll give it the other file using the JavaScript in, theme toggle. Oh, I accidentally clicked enter twice. We'll just see what it does with this much. I was going to maybe plug in more about that style sheet, but we'll see if it thinks about it, or maybe the style sheet would be too much context. Maybe it really just needs to know about this context and what we're going to do for that. So we'll see. I know in the previous runs it had to build in something to do the document load, had to use local storage, and I think it had to include something to handle the back. So whenever something came into view, it tried to reload as well. I remember the document event listeners needed to be separated because whenever we went through this with, what was the previous one that we looked at? Gemma3 like tried to nest event listeners within each other, and the browser didn't like that. Let's see what it's talking about. How's it doing on heat? Let's check the, oh, where's my Mac fans? Mac fans control. No password, thanks. Cancel. Monitoring only. Oh, we've already gotten up to 100 on the GPU clusters. That's cool. It's just thinking out loud. I wonder if I hid this. No, it's not the text getting written to the screen that's costing so much heat. Let's see, it should also say something about the fan use in the other corner. Oh, where'd it go? No. Oh, what did I quit? Oh, looks like I quit the Mac fan. That would have sucked that I quit the other one. Cancel. Monitoring's fine. Okay, yeah, we've hit the, I think what is the peak for the GPU on here, but it's staying down below 100, so that's good. Ah, good. I'm getting to the end. Give it a break in a little bit. Let's see what all it's talking about here. Okay, the user wants to add persistence to their theme toggle feature. That means when they switch themes, it should remember their choice even after refreshing the page. Let me think about how to approach this. First, I need to store the user's theme preference. Best way is local storage, yep. So when the theme is toggled, yep. Looking at existing theme toggle, there's an event listener on the button. I also need to add code check local storage. So in the theme toggle JS, when the button is clicked, after the changing the class, set an item in local storage. For example, if the current theme is light, save light theme or dark theme, depending on the toggle. Maybe better to store a key-like theme. Okay, yeah, it's thinking about how it wants to store the value in the persistence layer. And then on page load, check if there's a save theme. Yeah, modify quick event handler to save, add code that runs when the page loads. First step, how to determine current theme after toggle of document. Yep, okay, so after this, the current theme is either dark or light theme. But in the current code, the logic is the body has light, switch to dark, else switch to light. So after the toggle, the body's class is either dark or light. So we can check which one it is and save accordingly. Alternatively, maybe after the toggle, we can directly set local storage based on the new class. Okay, so it's kind of going through and trying to like think out the best approach, putting it all together. Okay. Original code, modified code. This should work. Now when the page loads, it checks local storage for the theme and applies it. Okay, that should handle it. Okay. To implement persistence. All right, so JavaScript changes in theme toggle. Let's try applying it since we're on the theme toggle page. I'm going to try clicking apply and see what happens. Let's see if it's done. Okay, it's done. Okay, so we'll apply here. Oh, look at that. Did it very well. So we've got a event listener load. We'll find out if that's the right event listener to listen to for load. Not sure that sounds right, but we'll find out. So it didn't change other things, and now it's storing the light theme based on if it contains light theme. Okay. So let's see. Summary persistence is done. So it thinks that doing this by itself is going to work. Okay. We shall test it. Time to validate. Oh, clicked on the wrong thing there. Okay, so we've already got the window open. We can go to application. We've got our scores already in there. If I click light theme here. Oh, that's right. I gotta refresh and reload the cache real quick. Okay, now if I click, it says dark theme back there. If I click here, oh, do I need to apply? No, the JS theme is across all the tabs now. Click there. Ooh, it's switched. That's good. Okay, toggle it. Go back. Back does not remember it. Okay, that's what I was worried about mostly. So it says light theme. If I go to any other page now, it says light theme 2. It's just the back button. If I click that and that, then I go there. That's dark. If I go back, let's see. So if I go there, change it to light, go back. That's my problem. Okay. So I remember I asked it this in the previous thing. This is very similar to what Gemma 3 did whenever we ran this experiment. So let me just ask it, I guess. This works when I am navigating to a page through a link, but if I use the back button, the theme saved in local storage is not honored. Let's see, do I want to give it a hint? Be like, do we need to look for any other event? We'll just ask, how can we check the theme value even if we use the back button? That should be generic enough, but specific enough to give it some thoughts on what to do. And we'll look at the resting fan speed is right now. Looks like we didn't catch it early enough. Looks like it's up. It's thinking about it. This is a different way to tell what's happening on the box compared to looking at top, which we can also do, I suppose. What's top say we're doing? All right, top says OBS code helper. I wonder if code helper is what continues called. That's one way to look. Let me press Q to quit that, and then Olama PS to see the PowerShell thing. Okay, so we're using 31 gigabytes of memory right now. Let's go see what it's thinking if it is. Okay, it's almost done. Cool. Oh, it thought for 30 seconds. What did it think? User mentioned theme persistence works. The back button in the browser usually triggers the pop state event. Oh, the previous code used the load event. Okay. So the solution would be to also listen for the pop state event and apply the theme then. Let me check how pop state works. Oh, right. When the user navigates back, the pop state event fires, but the load event isn't. So we need to handle both events. Okay. That sounds about right. In the current code, the load event is used to check the theme, but when we go back, pop state. Okay, pop state might not have the same context. Also, maybe the theme is already applied, but the bodies class might have been reset. So adding a function to check and apply the theme whenever the page is shown, regardless of navigation method. Okay. So it's going to create a new apply save theme method that's called on both load and pop state. Ah, that's cool. So it's going to do a bit of refactoring at the same time, so it's not repeating the code that it already put in the file. Or at least I think, yeah, that's what it looks like it's doing. Nice. Add event listener load, apply save theme. That's what this is going to do. It kind of does what this thing does, I believe. Yeah, okay. I'll buy this and then test. Yep, that's what we're doing. I appreciate that though. It's nice, like now, like if somebody asked me to get this done and hand it back to them, I could be like, here's the work, here's the test plan, like, and I guess at least from my eyes, it looks like this is enough of a test plan to make it work. So we're gonna apply this theme toggle. Apply. Nice. I like it when things work. Accept. Okay. So now we'll go back to the page over here. We'll refresh. Starting in light theme, that seems correct. We'll go forward. Also in light theme, we'll go back. We'll go forward, toggle it on, go back. Ooh, it still didn't work. Okay, we still got a problem. Let me check the console on it. Okay, maybe that pop state's not a real thing. Maybe. Let me go back. Okay, so it said the theme should remain consistent. Okay. It still does not work when I use the back button. I'm just going to tell it that because that's all I need to tell it. Maybe it'll give me some troubleshooting ideas. Oh, I still didn't go look at the rest state. Darn it. What's wrong with me? Where'd that go? There we go. 80, 70. Okay, so we haven't heated up to 90s yet. Our efficiency cores are still down. We're definitely using the system. Usually it runs at about 40 degrees, but the fans are taking a break. That's good. Let's go see what it's thinking. Can make this. There we go. Still get the same amount of data out of that. All right. Okay, the user is still having an issue with the theme not persisting when using the back button. Let me think about why that might be happening. Previous solution added the pop state, apply state theme, but maybe the problem is that when the page is loaded via the back button, the load event isn't triggered again. Wait, the load event fires when the page is fully loaded, but if you're navigating back, the page might be restored from the cache, so load might not fire. That's a possibility. So the pop state event should handle it, but maybe apply save theme isn't being called correctly. Let me check the code again. The user added pop state apply save theme. That should work, but perhaps the apply save theme isn't being called in time where there's another race condition. Okay. Another angle. When using the back button, the page is restored from history entry and the load event doesn't fire again. So the load listener doesn't run, but the pop state should trigger. Maybe I should put some sort of a whatchamacallit, console.log in there to see what's happening. Okay, so body's class state. Maybe pop state event is not triggered on the initial load. The user navigates back. Here's the problem. When the user navigates between pages, each page is a separate HTML document. So if they toggle the theme on index, then go to llama exercise, the page will have its own body class. If they use the back button to return to index, the page's body class is part of the history entry. So the user changed theme on index. Okay. So it's thinking a lot about the pop state. The page show event is fired after the load event. But when the page is restored from cache, page show is called without load. So using page show would ensure the theme is applied both on initial and when the page is restored. So modifying the code to use page show instead of load might solve the problem. Let's adjust the code. Okay. why this works. Page show event fires every time the page becomes visible, even when restored from the browser's cache. Pop state event, still used for completeness to ensure the theme is reapplied when navigating through history. Okay. Optional, ensure page shows supported. You can test with the browser dev tools. Okay, let's try it. Apply. Accept. Oh, accept everything. Okay. Save. Oh, maybe I didn't save last time? We'll see. I'm sure I did. That's what the accept does, I'm pretty sure. All right, let's refresh again. Starting in the dark theme. That's nice because we're in the dark theme to start. So we'll go forward, light theme, back. Oh, there you go. Kind of weird the way it has to like pop through and like change each time. I don't know if I like that. But you know, at least it works. I feel like that's enough to say Qwen3's done its job, I guess. It did it weird. It didn't do it as well as the other one did, but that's okay. I feel like that's enough though. Qwen3 did okay. Did a lot of thinking, only used 32 gigs of parameters and used 30 gigs of RAM. Uh, I don't know. I feel like the deep coder is still in the lead though, just because the page itself looks nicer. Let me go back. So this is without any theming. This is with the themes. I don't know. It's okay, I guess. Could be better. Not the worst. All right. So I will publish this, and I guess my next LLM to try, we'll say persistence achieved. All right, so the next one will be Nemotron 70B. I think that one's one that NVIDIA took from a Llama maybe 3.1 or maybe 3.3 and did some extra training on top of. So we'll see how that one does. And I appreciate everybody's attention. I hope y'all enjoyed this and maybe learned something. Y'all have a good weekend.